Let me preface my comments by saying I am fully aware of the fact that no one white can say what I'm about to say. But damn it, I'm going to say it. Democratic presidential candidate Martin O'Malley apologized on Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, guess why he apologized? Because during a discussion in front of an abundance of African Americans, he said all lives matter, as opposed to Black Lives Matter. Now, there's a lot of things that I can get into, but this is a sports show, and I'm not going to get into that. But just to make my position clear, I got 2 points to make. What the hell is he supposed to say? I mean, the next thing you're going to know, what are you going to ask him to say next? Only Black Lives Matter? All lives do matter. Now, we understand where the Black Lives Matter originated from. I mean, in the aftermath of Trayvon Martin and Eric Gardner, I mean, the list goes on and on, Michael Brown. We understand that, and nobody's ignoring that. And nobody's ignoring that as a society, we got some serious problems. Nobody's denying that there's problems with racism, that to some degree, some police officers acting up. That problem has to be addressed. But what is a presidential candidate supposed to say? That's point number one. Here's the biggest point about point number two. And I'm looking at my brother, Marcus Matthews, sitting right next to me. My friend, handles some of my business and social media. And I'm looking at my white producer, and I ain't gonna lie to you, Nuno Texiera, I don't know what the hell you are. You're Portuguese, and I love you, Nuno. I know you know I'm saying that with affection, bro. I hope you know that, okay? Portuguese, that's what he is. Nuno, the Nuno threw me off, okay? But here's the deal. I have to say this, I guess rhetorically, to my brothers and sisters, because I am a black man. Where's the noise about all Black Lives Matter when black folks are killing black folks? You see, that's where you lose me. So a presidential candidate who isn't black happens to stand up and says, all lives matter. Hillary Clinton, a presidential candidate who may probably get the Democratic nomination for the presidency, she says all lives matter, and then she has to couch it and then come back and retract and all of this other stuff. So we mandate that they say Black Lives Matter. But we got black folks dying at the hands of black folks in this country. And we're not hearing that. At least we hadn't been hearing that. Don't get me started on the murders in Chicago and to some degree throughout other parts of this country. I'm just saying. It's a sports show. I'm going to get back to sports. But ain't too many black men hosting the national radio show. And I just can't let this slide. All lives do matter. Now, Black Lives Matter resonates with us because of what we endured throughout our community. And I'm not saying that somebody shouldn't say that Black Lives Matter. What I'm saying is there's nothing wrong with somebody highlighting that all lives matter. That's not a reason for somebody to be booed. It's not a reason for a presidential candidate to have to apologize. Apologize? Does anybody take a moment to realize how we look when we force someone to apologize for saying all lives matter? Do you not have any idea how that makes us look? Especially when black folks are getting killed by black folks every day. And that's not to say that white folks ain't killing white folks, because that happens too. But black folks are killing black folks every day. And we never heard Black Lives Matter. So what are we saying? That Black Lives Matter only when we're killed by somebody who's not black? Come on now. Come on now. There's a presidential election coming up in a little over a year. Let's keep our eyes on the prize, focus on issues, and stop allowing stuff like this to distract us. All lives do matter. Black plus white, plus Hispanic, plus Asian, plus Native American. All lives do matter. If you want somebody to emphasize that Black Lives Matter, fine, considering what we just went through. But don't act like they need to apologize for saying all lives matter. And then wonder why a nation rife with people who don't happen to be black don't appear to care enough about us, when we're not only not caring about them, but we're not caring about ourselves enough to bring the same kind of attention to that issue when we kill one another. I apologize for having to spend my time on that particular subject and veer away from sports, but damn it, it needed to be said.